What up, and welcome. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. Last week, I spoke with my friend Gori, who is a hip-hop artist based in South Africa, and I told him that we need to go back to an idea that we had. Obviously, it was not to take down Spotify, but it was just a concept around hip-hop and music and whatever. So I was coming back to Johannesburg, and I told him that, look, I have this idea. And he asked me what's the plan, and I told him that the plan is to take down Spotify. So okay, welcome guys. Today I'm going to show you my own version of Spotify. Me and my friend, in a true sense of the word, we are planning our own music app. At the moment we are not sure what is it gonna be, so I'm going to show you the behind the scene and what I'm thinking. So this is a video that is not structured. I will be very glad if you can comment and tell me what you might want to see, or what you might want to know about this app that we are building. It's like a watered down version of Spotify or something like that. So without wasting time, let's get into it. So this is my welcome screen. Also, by the way, this app, it's online. I have hosted it under my test domain. This domain, it's nativeaccounts.co.za. Obviously, if you have watched my previous video, you will know that I am developing my own accounting system. So this is a domain for it. So if you want to know more about the accounting system that I'm developing, that I'm going to publish it as a real life application, please check the description. In that video I show everything on how I'm building it, so you can check. So this domain is a test for that accounting system, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to change this domain. I'm not going to use it for that accounting system for some many reasons. The name is too long. Native accounts, I think I'm going to go with native.co.za, but that's not the story. Now we are talking about taking down Spotify. So let's continue. So I was just saying, you can visit this URL and check this music app. Ask me whatever that you want to ask. So this is the welcome screen. The name of the music app, it's industry plug. It's industry plug. So let's continue. We click login. I'm not connected, sorry about that. I'm not connected, sorry about that. Let me just quickly connect. Yes, I'm gonna take long. Let me just refresh. So guys, you can go to this URL and see and do whatever that you want to do and test, and also give me a feedback as to what do you think. So let's quick log in. So this is the login screen. So you can put your login details and then the password. What a long password. Why do I have a very long password? Because this is just a prototype. This can go through even if you don't have a password. So when you are testing it, you can just go to this URL, nativeaccounts.co.za, and then you can just click login. Even if there is nothing here, it will continue. So this is my some sort of a landing page, I can say. As you can see, we've got the logo here, industry plug logo. This is the picture of the artist. Then let's play.
Yeah, be alright. It will be alright. Yeah. Know what they moving, inshallah, they will probably be okay.
Okay, so basically you can play the music. This is the name of the song. You can jump to any part of the song that you want. You can jump to any place here in the song, and then also you can click next. I'm not sure, am I connected? I'm not sure why it's taking some time again.
Hey, hit it on the beat. Hey man, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta ask yourself why. Gotta stress about life, man. You gonna ride or die. Just have good times, man. Or you just here for this good time. Enjoy good times.
Okay, that's basically about it. Nothing much. Nothing complicated at this point in time. We are in some sort of an idea test phase, so I have sent him the link so that he can test, and then I will hear his comment and what he's about to say. But for me, as a guy who's behind the scene, the designer and also the developer, I'm happy with what I came up with so far. Also here there will be some more option. If you want to download the music, you are going to download it, and if you want to log out, and then you can log out. So in this plan of hours of taking down Spotify, the first thing that I'm going to talk to you more about, it's the design. So it's like a stage before the one that you see. So at the moment I was just showing you an idea so that you can have a picture, a mental picture of what industry plug is, and how it looks like so far. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you to a graphic design application and show you the creative aspect of it. So it's like a stage before this one. I'm even going to show you my rough sketches of the logo and design and how I came up with this logo. Obviously one may ask, as a developer or a PHP developer, this has got nothing, the design has got nothing to do with the scripts and the PHP code and whatever. So that's why I've named my channel Coded Design. I happen to be a graphic designer. I've got a lot of experience as a graphic designer, and also I went to school. I did a diploma in software development. So I did learn software development in school. So I'm like combining those two passions. However, I have found some sort of a thin line between the two, and also in this channel I'm hoping to express myself that why developers need to know a thing or two about a design. So when I'm going to explain to you more on this, also I'm going to touch base on that. Not necessarily you have to go and learn, but I'm hoping to show you how I got an advantage of fully expressing myself in various ways, in terms of creativity and also in terms of code and what I see on screen. I'm hoping that you might notice or something different about how I do things, because I'm in control of the whole creative process. In the end, this channel is about showing people that as much as there is a coding part of software development, but even the design aspect is very important. When I'm talking about the design aspect, I don't mean only the graphics, but I mean if you've been in this channel for some time, you know I talk about design patterns, so, and also solid principles. So design it's very important basically. So enough about that, let's talk about industry plug. Okay, so how I came about with this logo, these were my rough sketches. So I think I started here. So I started here. The other thing, if you look at the final product of any application, obviously this application is not the best application, even though me and my friend, we are planning to take down Spotify and all the music streaming and downloading app, but this is not the best application. However, I must say, as compared to some applications, more especially in terms of the user interface, as compared to some application of some other guys, developers who are working from home. It's at least it's better, at least it's something. You know, those developers who know nothing about graphic design and also CorelDRAW and all the graphic design software, at least it's something, because it's presentable, it's at least it's formal, and even the colors and the animation, I like how it is. So what I'm hoping to explain here is that this behind the scene planning that obviously as a developer you don't really care much about, because maybe obviously not necessarily you don't really care much about, but it's not your area of specialty, let me put it that way. I'm trying to show you that it plays a role on the overall project. So I hope I'm gonna communicate that here in this video. So starting from here, this was an inspiration, something that I can start from that will help me to some sort of drill my mind as a designer and put me into a zone of some sort of a music icon. As you can see, these are music icons. So also I want to create something that will be musical in a way, or that will visually represent music. I don't want to not necessarily I'm dissing Spotify, but I don't want to come up with a music logo that looks like a symbol of a Wi-Fi. I don't want to do that. Hence Wi-Fi vector. Hence I had to download some icons that are going to help me. Okay, Spotify logo. Hence I had to download items that are going to drill me into coming up with a music icon. Obviously I'm just a small guy in a very big world, and Spotify, it's a very big platform. But as a designer, when I was looking at the logo, believe me, I thought Spotify was an IT company, or because this to me was very similar to this one. So why must I have something to start from? I've just downloaded this for inspiration, and then from then, since the name is Industry Plug, I started with some rough ideas about using this eye here, and to me it didn't make it. As you can see, it felt like an icon, or I'm not sure, like a sign, a symbol, maybe, you know, those warning symbol or something like that. To me it felt like that. It didn't feel like it's music. And then from then I took this arrow and I've tried to make my own version of a play symbol, this one, the play symbol. Okay, so I was getting there and I was like, nah, it's like it's coming, but and I've moved to this stage and I was like, still I don't see anything. And then I think from here things were starting to take shape, but this was busy. This was very busy. Remember, hence I'm saying in the final product, this design part, it's very important. If maybe you are a developer, obviously you can't design, but at least respect that maybe you can find someone who's willing to work for you for free, or work with you, or design something for free. But at least be aware that this design aspect is very important. As you can see here, I was feeling like it's fine, but it's busy. These shadows, I wanted to make it modern, hence there was these shadows, these little shadows here, but these little shadows made it busy. And also it's not a flat design. Now it was like a 3D, or it looked like also it might represent what's this thing, a photo sharing app that has got this line. I forgot about it now, but to me it was more like these shadows were taking it to a photo kind of a thing. Is it Picmix? Or but there is a not Instagram, but there is an app that has got these effects. So even if I can remove the effects, obviously as a designer I was still not happy, because with this part, this one, now the intent is gone. I cannot tell if this is a music app. Like the intent is gone. I don't know what this small thing mean, and so this one really didn't make it for me. I think after that, this was the next move. As you can see here, I was trying to make it modern. Making it modern, it's more like adding a 3D effect kind of a thing, but obviously it didn't make it. I don't know, it felt like what here, it felt like it was made by Photoshop. This looks like a bevel effect or chipnyana thing, so it felt cheap. It's not premium, it didn't carry weight until I landed here. Then the name industry plug was too long, so I was like, there's no way I can put here industry plug. And also, if I can just put a plug only here, as in with the right spelling, PLU without the A, now it's too common. It's too common. It doesn't have that thing. Like, I think this challenge it's about brand naming. Fortunately for me, I've worked as a brand strategist in the FMCG industry. However, branding is branding, so I was not happy with a short version of industry plug, like as in this plug. Obviously the name of the app is industry plug. I will, if you might be interested on the meaning and why we came up with industry plug, this is an old concept of my friend, so hence when I was coming back, I decided to call him, and then I said, look, let's come back to this name. So as you can see that this can be a short version of it as in plug, but plug, it's a common English name and is synonymous with something. It's associated with something. For instance, if I can search here plug, obviously something will come up. You see, an electronic component or something. So I didn't like this. I didn't want, when I'm saying please download plug, and you will think of this. So hence I've changed then the name here. Hence I've changed the name to something different. However, okay, to cut the story short, this, I think this was something that I was a little bit pleased with. Let me check on this page what I was doing. Okay, no, this one was something else. Okay, for inspiration and other things. Okay, and then I was happy with this, but now I had to change the colors from this pink to some sort of this yellow or orange yellow, and with what's this thing, with a sheen or a gradient. With a gradient, that means the color start from yellow to this pinkish kind of a thing. And Gordy said, let's use IP as a name, industry plug, since industry plug is too long, and he said let's use IP, and this was the final design. So I can say this is the final design. So industry plug. So after that we had to, and I would like to assume this part of the process, it's my own branding experience. This is the, I think this is my branding nature here, trying to reinforce itself. So let's just put this icon here. because this is like an app icon. So I think here my branding experience is taking part. So I told him that we need to first of all solve one problem. We not need to be Spotify, meaning that obviously Spotify is a big platform and it does a lot of things because it's big and they know what they are doing. But us, we are still new. We don't know if we're gonna blow up yet. So if we can come up with an app that does a lot of things, you can sign up, you can share playlist, you can, I'm not sure, it does a lot of things. We can publish your own music to Facebook, and we can link your TikTok account. It's gonna be too much, you know. If I can quote a dialogue or a music a film quote by Leonardo da Vinci on a film called, not Leonardo da Vinci, DiCaprio sorry, Leonardo DiCaprio, on the film Inception. I believe he's playing the character of Mr. Cobb. I think he's Mr. Cobb there. Yes. So he's talking about an idea. He says an idea, resilient, highly contagious. Once an idea is taken hold of the brain, it is almost impossible to eradicate. An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks right here. And when he's saying right here, he's pointing his head. So here I think I was driven by that. So I was saying to him, let's make it simple. If we can be able to explain industry plug in one word, I will be happy with it. So I did some artworks on to get a look and feel, and also the I'm not sure the status, or like how decent the app is gonna be. So here it was just like an art cover for advertising, and then here we've got the logo there, music distribution platform, industry plug, share your talent with the world. I think this one is the same thing. And as you can see here, industry plug the possibilities. So there's a headset and then an iPhone, and then this is some sort of a mock-up of a screen, of a welcome screen. This might be sign up and register. Okay, yeah, that will be it. So here I was just getting some inspiration. Also, creativity is a very different discipline than coding and mathematics and accounting. It's very, very different. In this field, primarily we are controlled by how we feel. We must be motivated, we must feel something. It's creativity, it's personal. So I used to call myself I've coined a term called creative intelligence. I used to use that term when I'm explaining myself in jobs and interviews and whatever. When I'm being asked what do you do, and tell me more about yourself, I used to tell the employee that I've coined a term called creative intelligence, where intelligence not being smart than other people, but being able to think at least scientifically and rationally, and at the same time think creatively. So creativity, it's more emotional and it's personal. So here I was just getting myself into the mood, and also whatever that I'm doing here, to me, I always believe that it's showing up here. So if you are a developer and you don't really, not necessarily you don't respect, but you feel like you don't want to know even a little thing about designing, and you know what you are only focused on is only coding, let me challenge you, you are missing something. Even if you are not going to do it yourself, but if maybe you can ask a designer from the internet, maybe, I'm not sure, from Fiverr, if Fiverr has got some designers, and just ask them that I'm busy with the music application, please design an interface for me. A lot of us, we are willing to work for free. Even for me, I don't mind helping other people. If somebody can say that, look, even if you might want me to design an interface for you, and I will gladly do it. So as a developer, please find some other people to work with you, to help you to bring your vision to life. Maybe they might come up with something that will inspire you, and then even that will show up in your coding. So the reason why this layout is nice and neat and clean, I don't believe it's my creative ability in terms of user interface design. I think it's more of being soaked into this idea, try it in different angles, having a freedom to test the screen and prototype. And then this one is some sort of an icon for Android, let's say, or even for iPhone, when the right time comes. So I think that's about it. So I wanted to show you how did it come up, and if you've got some question, please throw a comment. If you might have something that you might want me to do for you, obviously my email is hlazomatthew@gmail.com. you can check it on my on this channel on About Us. I think that is it. So this is how I came up with this. So obviously it doesn't end here. Also, I need to show you how I uploaded it in the back end. Let me just try to show you this native. So how I uploaded it in the back end, obviously that will be the next tutorial, because I've noticed most people, they don't know much about the back end. Like even me, I didn't know about these things up until I got into doing them. So this is the back end. So if you might be interested in also like knowing and viewing this next video, so that you can be notified when I'm showing you how I uploaded it from my computer to an online server, please consider subscribing so that you can be notified. But most importantly, please consider on helping me to continue to help other people. Then please subscribe so that we can keep the fire burning. Otherwise, for me, Matthew Msingati, I'm all about growth, I'm all about development, I'm all about me and you becoming better developers. Also, I like the fact that, or it's interesting to me that not only we're becoming developers, but also I'm introducing you a little bit, little by little, into the visual creative side. That means the graphic design side of it. I like also that part. Otherwise, thank you so much. Please subscribe. Don't forget to click the cards that you see on the screen so that I can link you to another video of mine, the one that I was talking about, this accounting system in real life when I'm building it. So please click one of these cards that you see. Thank you so much.